From WPTV and ESPN 106.3, this is Honda 5 Sports Live.
Welcome to this very special Christmas vacation edition of Honda 5 Sports Live, everyone. The happiest sportscast since Bing Crosby tap danced with Danny Kaye. Well, 'tis the season to be merry. The Cherry Bundy Tart Cherry Boca Raton Bowl is now just 2 days away. The Florida Atlantic Owls bowl bound for the first time since 2008, and their opponent brought to us on a big silver platter with a ribbon on its head tonight. On Tuesday, FAU will welcome the Akron Zips into FAU Stadium, where the Owls are 6-1 on the season, making Florida Atlantic the jolliest bunch of athletes this side of the Nut House. Lane Kiffin saying, "Save that neck for me, Clark."
Regardless of the outcome, they've had a great year, but you always remember how you finish, and so you can have some great teams, but they lose the bowl game. That's kind of the last reminder of that team. So we want to play really well, win the game. Second longest win streak in the country, potentially even longest win streak in the country.
So how did we get to this point? We'll take you all the way back to September. FAU taking on Navy in the season opener. Lane Kiffin's debut as Owls head coach. This game plagued by lightning delays. It lasted nearly 6 hours. Hallelujah, holy moly, where's the Tylenol? At the end of it all, Navy gives Florida Atlantic a 42-19 beatdown. The Owls left wondering if Rusty was still in the Navy. Now from there, the Owls discovered the running game. American Heritage grad Devin Motor Singletary, he runs like a dump truck driving through a nitroglycerin plant. He racked up nearly 1,800 yards and 29 touchdowns. Both of those are school records. FAU finishes the year on a 10-2 run after dropping their first 2 games. But what's a season without a win over conference rival FIU? Well, that's like a membership to the Jelly of the Month Club. The Owls beat down the Panthers 52-24. What's that smell? Fried pussycat. FIU asking, where you think you're going to put a trophy that big? And Clark, I hope you save room for the Angel. Earlier this month, Florida Atlantic clinches its first Conference USA title. The Owls have won the Sun Belt title back in 2007, but that conference was an ugly tree anyway. FAU beats North Texas for the second time this season. The Mean Green worked hard, but then again, so do washing machines. Akron head coach Terry Bowden has led the Zips to a 7-6 record in 2017, but if you know his dad, you'll think nothing of it. Terry's the son of former legendary Florida State head coach Bobby Bowden, and much like Lane Kiffin, he's the son of a coaching legend, and he's completely turned his program around. The Zips headed to their second bowl game in 3 years. Akron had only been to 1 bowl game before Bowden's arrival. Now, Tuesday night's Boca Raton Bowl will be a bit of a homecoming for 2 Akron players from the 5-6-1. American Heritage grad and linebacker Josh Ward. He's a huge, beastly, bulging man. And former Boynton Beach Tiger cornerback Kyron Brown. A word of warning, if he does lay into you, it's best to just let him finish. As far as these 2 Zips are concerned, a trip back home for the holidays is a gift that keeps on giving all year long.
I thought everybody was playing around with me. I thought everybody was messing with me. Like, oh, yeah, we're going to the Boca Bowl. I'm like, yeah, there's no way. All my friends were like, hey, I heard you're coming back home. And I was like, wait a second. This can't be real.
Oh, this is very, very, very important to me, man, just to play in front of my friends and family. They haven't seen me play in 4 to 5 years, so I'm taking this real personal, man. I can't wait to go play in front of them.
Well, as far as Tuesday's matchup goes, the Owls are locked and loaded. They can talk schemes, they can talk formations, but when you ask them about the Akron nickname, that's when things get difficult. You see, the Akron mascot is a kangaroo, but their nickname, the Zips. What is a zip? Why is the carpet all wet, Todd? I don't know, Margot.
No, I have no idea at all. I've heard, well, when I was at Pitt, I played Akron my sophomore year, I believe. And that's when I first heard about the zip, and I seen the kangaroo symbol, and I was like, what does a zip have to do with a kangaroo? So I don't know if it's a kangaroo or not. Is it a kangaroo?
I believe so.
Yeah? Right. Okay, yeah. So I don't know where the term zip comes from.
I think it's a kangaroo. I think they said at the media conference, the press conference the other day, it's something to do with the kangaroo. So I don't know, kangaroo or car company or something. It was a long-winded explanation by Coach Bowden, but I remember kangaroo and car company.
That there's an RV. The Cherry Bundy Tart Cherry Boca Raton Bowl set to kick off this Tuesday night at 7 at Boca Raton Stadium. Grab your friends, refill your eggnog, get you something to eat. Just avoid anyone that'll drive you out to the middle of nowhere and leave you for dead. As for the point spread and the game predictions, Twitter's full of interesting comments. Brad Powers, lead college football analyst for pregame, says the 22.5 point spread in favor of FAU is the largest spread ever in a bowl game. Powers basically saying the Zips had 9 lives and they just spent them all. All right, time for a quick break, but plenty more to come right here on Honda 5 Sports Live. Could FAU be the place where head coach Lane Kiffin coaches for long term? Hear why FAU President John Kelly says he doesn't plan on Kiffin going anywhere anytime soon. Well, ain't that something? FAU had fallen down a well and its eyes went cross. The Owls hire Lane Kiffin and they go back to normal. Just over a year since arriving in Boca Raton, Kiffin has led the Owls to national prominence, but the man who brought him in, FAU President John Kelly. Now, since signing a 5-year deal last December, Kiffin has led the Owls to 10 wins for the first time since 2003. FAU a perfect 9-0 in Conference USA play, winning their first ever CUSA championship and playing in their first bowl game since 2008. President Kelly told us exclusively here at ESPN 106.3 that he doesn't plan on having Kiffin leave anytime soon.
I told Lane that when I met with him, I thought we could be a top 25 program. We needed a coach who could do that. And he's on the verge of being at that. And we're obviously, looking toward keeping Lane long term. This is not a one-year thing, check a box, and we had a great year. I'm working on a long-term contract with him right now. So we're hopeful that this is just the beginning of many, many years of excitement here in South Florida.
I pledge allegiance to the flag. You see, Dolphins head coach Adam Gase is as loyal as they come. If you pet him on the belly, he'll love you to the day you die. The only problem, Dolphins fans questioning his loyalty to his quarterback, Jay Cutler. But last Monday night, Cutler led the team to a 27-20 win over the New England Patriots. You serious, Clark? Cutler's stat line in that game, 247 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. If I woke up tomorrow with my head sewn to the carpet, I wouldn't be any more surprised than I am right now. Miami freezing off their baguettes at Buffalo this afternoon. Early in the first, no score. LaShawn McCoy, he stopped eating squirrels years ago when he found out they were high in cholesterol. McCoy goes over 10,000 career rushing yards and gives Buffalo a 7-0 lead. Second quarter, the Bills up 7-6. Tyrod Taylor finds McCoy, this time through the air. Don't throw me down, Clark. I'll try not to. It's 21-6. Buffalo, Merry Christmas, kiss my grits, Happy Hanukkah. The Dolphins fall at Buffalo, 24-16. Little full, a lot of sack. All right, well, that's going to do it for us here on Honda 5 Sports Live. For everyone here at ESPN West Palm and News Channel 5, have a great night. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.